What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 108th podcast, Buckets of Duckets. I was trying to figure out, I was going to make it grand, and I couldn't figure out how to get grand, so I just went with podcast. It's all right, man. I'm Chase Myers, your lovable host. I get together with my best friend, hilarious comedian. He's over in Louisiana. I'm in Seattle. Zoom gives us 40 minutes to be friends. I think you get it. I think you guys get it. You understand what podcasts are? Right, you know podcasts, right? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. It's your boy, the Mohawked Meat Castle, a.k.a. Josh Watts. This is episode 108. That would be 54 doubled up. Believe that. All right, we're bringing math back into this with the new year. I'm sparking it up right. Click subscribe.
Sparking
right
up this math.
Click subscribe.
I'm going to roll a Y-axis in a joint.
This joint got a 90-degree angle in it. What is this? A Rubicon?
Man, you got imaginary numbers in this fucking thing? Bro, you fucking...
The square root of I'm high.
Podcast people, subscribe. YouTube people, you know what to do. Fucking tell a friend too. Why not?
Do it.
We're all having a good time here. Joshua Watts, what's up with you, man? Trying out some different stuff.
I'm living life. Chase, I want to tell you, I've been so motivated for our podcast and to be recording. I have been listening. The Undertaker has a podcast on Patreon.
Oh, okay. I like that. You go straight to, you never give away free. You just immediately, you got to pay me. Bro.
So I signed up.
You got to pay the dead man.
I'm like, this motherfucker's been dead for 35 years and ain't told nobody shit about nothing. He's going to have so much good shit to talk. I can't wait to hear. He's going to drop all kinds of fucking dirt. I can't wait. I think I like the behind the scenes of wrestling more than I like wrestling. I can't fucking wait. Tell me who's a dick, who was cool. I want to hear all of it. And, bud, it is the most boring fucking podcast I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. There's a reason they didn't let him talk. He has the personality of a dead butthole. I've never in my life, bruh. And bruh, his co-host is just some redneck idiot that's there with him that doesn't seem to have ever watched wrestling in his entire life.
Oh, that's good. So at least there's somebody that can guide him.
It's fucking crazy. And every episode is like, well, we're gonna talk about your first SummerSlam. And I'm like, you fucking right, we are. And he's like, but I went hunting with Mark and Nick last week, and he will talk for 45 minutes about a hunting trip he went on with people nobody knows. And he's like, you remember how messed up we got on that Honey Jack Daniels? Yeah, I had to tuck y'all in that night.
Hey, you're like, was Rick Rude there? Was Bret Hart there?
What is happening? Did you knock
Edge?
him out with a chair? Why are we even here?
Yeah. Did Edge do coke that night? Like, what happened? Tell us somebody we know, bro. Just give us a little bit.
And I'm going to tell you what, if that dead man can get $5 off of people like me, we need to start charging for this. That's insane.
Maybe.
I can't fucking believe.
You know, it's a good podcast you should listen to, other than ours. You should always listen to ours. But did you catch any of the Katt Williams stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you seeing it?
Okay. I have started this year off being more unplugged from social media. That's my big goal. So I know there is something, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, you want somebody fucking naming names? Katt Williams did it for you, bro. He ain't fucking scared of shit. He went on Shannon Sharp. I've only listened to 20 minutes of it, and it's already so worth. There's another 2 hours of it. It came out. We're recording. This is to pull back the curtain a little bit. We're recording this a week before it comes out. The day we're recording this is when it happened, right?
Okay.
So he goes on Shannon Sharp's podcast. Shannon Sharp, the retired football player who's a media personality on ESPN now, who's also very Shannon Sharp's actually really fun. He's entertaining and shit.
Just because he's Katt Williams, does he have a new special coming out? Is there something going on with him?
Nope. Nope.
Gotcha.
He went on there because he just needed to fucking, his name was said on that podcast, and he just needed to let the truth out. And
What?
bruh, he goes on that just immediately, just like so the podcast is called Club Shay Shay, for Shannon Sharp or whatever, and it's like literally like they drink together. It's like a bar type atmosphere or whatever. What were you about to say? Oh, like Shay Shay? Is that what you're about?
They call it Shay Shay, and I got 2 kids downstairs that are bugging the shit out of me to come up here and talk to Uncle Shay Shay, so that's really funny.
Yeah. One day I'm going to be on that pod, bro. It's going to be Shay Shay and Shay Shay.
Shay Shay on Shay Shay.
Yeah. Shay on Shay. So he goes on, and so like the gimmick of it is just like, oh yeah, have a drink, and it's Club Shay Shay, you're at the bar or whatever, and
is it like Byron Allen where he's like, hey, don't you have a thing where you don't like midgets in grocery stores?
No, nobody could be that deliberate of like, dude, that is the biggest. I'll come back to the cat thing. Let's talk about comics.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's talk about comics unleashed for a second. They're unleashed, dude. They're fucking. You got to
so
tie them
awkward.
up. It's such a funny show. For those of you who don't know, it's like it's a syndicated show. It's one of those shows that airs at 11 o'clock
Very
midnight
syndicated.
on ABC or CW or what. Like it'll just air on. Like it doesn't belong to a network. It belongs to whoever needs to fill 30 minutes of time. And it belongs to us. Okay, and them shits were filmed in like 2007, like 2006, 2007, 2008, somewhere up in there. Like that, I'm not lying. Like they literally were. And Byron Allen, who's like an old school Hollywood dude, he started comedy in like the early 70s, like Comedy Store and stuff like that, and then just kind of became like producer guy, And so it's like a talk show, and he has these unleashed comics on there. And they all sit in chairs, and it is the most like pre-written, like
Bruh.
crazy. Like, Josh, so did you go and do a painting with your wife? What happened there? And then Josh would launch into like, oh, I did.
It's funny
Byron.
you mentioned that.
Yeah, and would launch into his joke that he does about the painting that him and his wife did together.
It's so clearly a bit. It's so clearly a bit.
So you don't like people who are slow in the fast lane. Is that correct? Is that something I've heard about you? And then,
I've heard something like that.
yeah, Byron! And then you just launch into your thing, and you just do whatever joke.
I would love to respond like, yeah, Byron, fuck.
Yeah. Fucking shit, Byron. So they've been on air for forever, right? And they're not updated or anything. And
no, not at all.
He just, like a year ago, resold it to another, like somebody, like unearthed it, sold it to somebody else, and they're like airing again. And like airing
millions
a lot.
of dollars.
Like, yeah, and this dude is making so much fucking money. It's crazy. Byron Allen, man. I don't know one joke you've ever told in your life, but man, you know how to fucking make money. That's crazy. And so.
All right, my bad.
All right, so Katt Williams, right? So Club Shay Shay, he goes on there just immediately, a minute in, Ricky Smiley can eat a fucking dick. Just like going at Ricky Smiley because I guess Smiley said on whenever he was on the pod, he had said that he was originally supposed to play the part that Katt Williams played in Friday After Next, right? They were supposed to be reversed, right? And the character's a pimp. Like, the character is Katt Williams.
Right.
And so, yeah. And so Katt just airs it all out. He's like, that, you would never be able to do this. He was like, he goes at him hard, right? And then somehow that leads him into Cedric the Entertainer, and then he starts going at Ced's neck, and he's like,
what?
And the whole time that he's doing this, he's telling Shannon, like, and you let these people just come in here and lie to you. Like, he kept saying it to him, like as if Shannon's this like went to journal, like has a journalism degree and is like he's a retired football player interviewing a comedian, bro. Like, he doesn't know the fucking inner workings of whatever. Like, he doesn't know if somebody tells him that he was supposed to play a role Katt Williams is going to play, that he needs to call him out on that. He don't fucking know. But and Katt's going on. He said Cedric has. Katt was like, I have 12 specials. Cedric has 4. They are not available on Netflix or even Tubi. And he kept saying that over and over again to be like, and then he said Steve Harvey steals jokes and ripped Steve Harvey, said Steve Harvey like stole Mark Curry's career, basically, the Hanging with Mr. Cooper guy.
Yeah.
And just receipts for, and like just had to, and Shannon was so like taken back because Shannon didn't go like, Katt, you know, what, you got anything you want to get off your shit? Shannon just goes, it's great to have Katt Williams here. And he goes, fuck Ricky Smiley, and just like basically just launches into. So Shannon was like, and Katt, you know, Katt's so fucking cool. I'll follow that dude anywhere. Like wherever we
Me
get,
too.
we might get beat up by 7th graders or whatever. But like, I'll be there. I don't care.
It'll be a story.
Why are there monkeys? All right. Look, I know the things he did that we make fun of. I still love that motherfucker. And so
I watched him make fun of some radio host lady. He was like, you can't talk like that wearing $20 of jewelry.
So what did he say? So Shannon's like taken back by him fucking throwing 105 miles an hour
Black
out
rounds
the gate.
coming out. Fuck yeah.
And so he's like, well, Katt, you seem like you had to get some stuff off your chest. You know, maybe you don't have to drink so much. He's like, you've had more than me. I've only had 1 sip. He was like, this is just the truth. This is all. I'm just here telling the truth. And then Shannon at some point is like, so why would Ricky say that? And he was like, I can't tell you why liars lie. Like he's just like, so like it's just in and out. I'm like 25 minutes in, dude. The second that we get done, I'm right back in. But yeah,
damn.
Apparently all those people had been on Shannon's show, and I guess he came up at some point of all of them or something, and he was like, okay. And he even said, it's funny that you asked me if he was promoting something, because he even said, like, you know, I don't get out and do a lot of things, and you know, I don't like talk to a lot of people, and I'm not doing the thing where I got something coming out, so I'm here to promote. I appreciate you having a platform that people could tell the truth. So and then he just fucking launches into like,
dude, I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, no, I just had time today, and which is so funny because I just heard him on Mark Maron's podcast like a few months ago, and he was like the calmest, like talking like direct, like very like respectful answers and stuff like that. He was like very like telling Mark how much he loves dark comedy and that he loves the type of comedy Mark does, and he's like being a comedy nerd in ways I've never heard him be or whatever.
Right.
And then he goes on Shannon Sharp, and it was like, let me fucking tell you something about Steve Harvey. That fucking hair ain't even real. He said something, I don't even know what it's called, but whatever. When Harvey had that fade, apparently it's fake, and he was
fucking funny.
He was like, and you sat here and asked Cedric the Entertainer why he hadn't been a movie star. He ain't been a movie star because don't nobody want him in a movie. It just went on this whole fucking like.
It's just like Steve Harvey's been bald for like 15 years, so it's so funny to be like, and 25 years ago his fucking hair was fake.
That was what was funny too, was he was like pulling out stuff from like the early 2000s. Oh, he called Kevin Hart an industry plant. He was like, what person you know moves to LA and within months has a sitcom and a starring movie role in Soul Plane or whatever? And he was like, and they both fucking flamed out. And he was like, yeah, he called him like a plant. Like he was like, where'd he come from? Like, tell me. He was like, he's the only person that ever done that. Nobody's done that since. And I was like, I mean, he's right. He's right. Like,
fuck.
Kevin did just come out and have stuff immediately. But yeah, give it a listen.
40-year-old virgin. That was the first place I remember seeing him. God damn, dude, I might have to go listen to that. I like it when people drop truth like that.
Yeah, watch. I mean, I don't know if they get more comfortable, but Shannon does not know how to like. I mean, he doesn't even like say anything the whole time, but he doesn't know how to like. He wasn't expecting any of this.
I love that. So, I fucking love that. I want to go on a podcast down here and do that, just like a local comedian podcast. Like, how'd you start comedy? Like, let me fucking tell you something. Right, first off, this motherfucker's hair ain't even real. How about that? He quit comedy 20 years ago. His fucking hair ain't real.
And I don't trust that mustache. I'll tell you that right now. I know what he did to the top of his head.
I've seen a couple times it could have been drawn on. Hey, bro, that dude straight up Honda Civic drives a Honda Civic still. Yeah,
still.
Yeah, It ain't his. It ain't his.
Oh yeah, and that was another. I guess Steve Harvey at some point said that he was homeless, and Kevin Hart was and Katt Williams was shitting all over that, being like, "You ain't never homeless." And he was like, and the thing that we were talking about, like 25 years, he was like, 25 years ago, I forget who he was saying, somebody was opening with you, and 25 years ago, you was getting $5,000 a show or something. Like he was doing that. He was like, "You ain't never had," like he was just going on this like,
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's great, dude. So, all right, I did some shows. I almost brought it up on the last show. I decided to hold it. So, I did 2 different club weekends with comics that are from like the same, like that are in the same lane, and it was 2 very different experiences. And I just want to talk about that for a second. So, I did Little Rock, right? I did Little Rock Looney Bin, and I was featuring for this comic. He's out of Kansas. I'm not going to say his name. He was, because I'm about to obliterate his character. He,
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
You don't know him. You don't know. I'll have to send you the stuff. But it's not like a guy you know.
Okay. All right.
And so, I worked with him right before the pandemic. I worked with him at OKC. And
I don't think people understand just the fact that you had to go, before you even started means it's about to get fucking real. You said that, bro, and I was like, hold on, I'm not even going to smoke yet. I want to absorb all of this.
All right, so I did shows with him 3 years ago. He was doing stuff where I could tell he wrote this 15 years before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell it was just, like, stale and kind of, like, just a style of comedy that doesn't really work anymore, right? Pandemic happens. It's funny, I was looking back through our text, and we literally worked. It was, like, February of 2020. Like it was like a week before the shit fucking everything went down. Was right before. And you know how some people came out okay and then other people not so much?
Yeah.
This is a not so much situation because now he's still got his jokes that are 20 years old and don't really fit, but now he's like he's got to tell the truth, and he's like a conspiracy guy now suddenly. And he's got all this racial stuff that's so uncomfortable. Like he wants to have, he's a white guy. He's a country white guy. He's like from Kansas. He wants to. I know. I just so everybody can understand. And he just like can't stop talking about black people. Like just like, and not just like, oh, here's a quick little funny, edgy stereotypical joke or whatever. Ha ha ha. Wink wink. We can move on. Like does it to the point where you're like, I don't know, bro. It seems a little.
I don't like this. Why is this?
Yeah.
And you know what else I don't like about him? You're like. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, there's a little, and he's kind of, he's picking on every race except for white people, and his like opening joke is like, he's like, hey everybody, welcome to the Cracker Barrel, because he's in Little Rock and it's mostly white people in the room, but there's not no black people in the room.
So you're featuring for a guy that's doing that.
Yeah. So Wayne,
do you know how bad that hurts my heart?
Yeah, so I'll put Wayne on blast, the owner of the club, because me and him are buddies and shit. Like, we did mushrooms together and stuff, so, like, we're fucking pals. But he said something that, like, pisses me off to this day. He told me, he was like, I liked... Okay, I didn't say the guy's name, so I'm trying not to be disrespectful, even though I'm being wildly disrespectful.
If you did, I will bleep it out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And so... He told me, Wayne, the owner of the club, one of the owners of the club, by the way, the staff did this cool thing where they, like... 2 waitresses and the door guy and Wayne, and like they all bought the club. So like the staff bought the club, which is like such a cool thing to have.
Wayne, the guy I've been getting in touch,
yeah.
I've been that I've been emailing and stuff and getting in touch with about doing shows, is your buddy that you do mushrooms with?
Yeah. I got you, bud. So
I guess you'll see me in the fucking Little Rock.
Yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry. Yeah, no, like. God damn, I have so many stories in Little Rock. The first time I worked there when Wayne was there, it was my birthday. He took me to a bar. I blacked out. It was my first time I blacked out. Because you got to go big for the big 3-1.
Yeah.
You only turn 31
very important
once.
Birthday.
This was the story where I blacked out at the bar, and apparently a like professional cheerleading squad that had just like got done at regionals or some shit. Had just finished and like took over the bar and was like I don't remember any of this, and was like doing chants and the whole thing. And apparently, I had a lot of spirit that night and got right in there with them, just like cheering it up and dancing with these like.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And so I got that story. Me and him, we've done drugs together. I always like I actually hang out with them. Like they like. So Wayne told me, this is the thing they told me that pisses me off. To answer your question about me opening for this guy, Wayne told me that he likes to have me open for weaker headliners, so that way the show it's still a good show. He had me doing 35 minutes as a feature by the end of the weekend.
That makes sense.
Kinda. But the other part of me is like, well, why not have weak headliners and headline me? How about that? How about that part? How about you not?
I mean, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, sense. And then he told me to get on TV, and then I told him to go fuck himself. And then
That's fair.
Yeah. We both made solid points, and so all right.
Look, we've both made great arguments here.
Maybe you should book a little different. Maybe I should get my name out a little bit more. All right, gloves down.
We both made mistakes.
Okay, let's
So he hates black people and talks about it a lot.
He's talking, not Wayne, the comic, and so
Tommy Llama. It's Tommy Llama, right?
It's Tommy Llama. It's you know what? Put this story on Tommy Llama. I want that. From now on, any story that I tell about a comic I don't respect is Tommy fucking Llama. And I want everybody to go back. I want it to be his fucking reputation. I want that to now be the thing. He stole that goddamn competition from Gabriel Rutledge. He's a fucking liar and a hack. And now he's racist conspiracy theory guy. All of that at Tommy Llama. At him.
Put it on right there in the comments.
Yeah. And so... But dude, I've bitched about Tommy Llama so many times over the years or whatever that like comics now are like, hey, tell him that fucking Tommy Llama thing. Like it's like
we have met some of the shittiest people that have ever lived doing comedy, and you have never hated anybody I've known as much as you hate Tommy Llama.
dude, it's on site, bro. It's on site the next time I say.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm starting to get into clubs, if I feature for Tommy Llama, I'm gonna punch him in the mouth immediately.
Dude, straight in the mouth.
This is for Chase fucking Myers, and I'm gonna punch him right in the face.
Take that fucking medallion that he's wearing and put it right in front of his mouth and punch the medallion through his goddamn mouth, dude. So. And then ring a bell to cleanse the room of bad energy. You fucking hack.
Hashtag winning, you fucking asshole.
Kick you right off this goddamn stage. So I'm working with conspiracy theory fucking lunatic, right? That's where we're at now. And he's doing way too sharp racial jokes where it's like, dude, we don't know you, whatever. Like I said, his opening joke is like, welcome to the Cracker Barrel. That was one of the smartest things you told me. When I was doing like real deep character where I would just go up and rant as a right-wing person, you were like, they don't know you, so people think that's what you fucking believe. Right. Like, and that's what was happening. That's what was happening with this guy. He was just so fucking and dude, I'm like, bro, you've been married for like 10, 15 years. Your daughter ain't never did something funny. Your wife ain't ever said a weird thing. Like, there's nothing you can talk about. We got to go.
Y'all didn't drop eggs while you were trying to get around each other in the kitchen or slipping it or something? Like, nothing. She didn't get mad at you for not cleaning out the litter pan. I mean, fuck, come on, anything.
No, you got to do a 3-minute uncomfortable bit about words that black people say wrong or whatever. Like,
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, bro. And
that's
closes and then does all that. Closes on 9/11. Closes on. You guys are all brainwashed. Who knows about this part of 9/11? This and the media's lying to you and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting there going, "Where's the fucking joke?" We were all looking at each other like, "What is he doing right now?" And just does that. We got 5 shows together, Josh. And
Isn't
night
it
one,
fun to see that sometimes though? It's fun to see it sometimes, right?
Sometimes,
it doesn't
but
affect your pay.
No. But I have 5 shows with him that weekend, and night 1, Thursday night, I'm like, I can't, that was enough. Like, I can't, I got
the Men in Black caused the pandemic. Like,
Yeah, and me and Wayne, and so I would like stay after and like take shot, like would drink with the club and everything, like it was, and me and Wayne are talking, we're talking shit about him, about the comic, and Wayne is just talking about like other conservative comics that he got, like that he had there, and he says something to the guy about like, yeah, he was like, we we've had this guy who's like kind of a conservative comic, like trying to be like, oh, he kind of does like a thing, like you like just trying to make conversation basically, and the comic goes, he goes, well, I'm not conservative, I'm just looking for the truth, and I was like, I can't this fucking dude. I was like, that's the most ridiculous. Yeah, and
that's like the definition of you just said the exact thing.
Yeah, I had multiple moments throughout the weekend where I tried to like, let's just have a conversation with him. I mean, he's we've known each other for a couple years. He's a man, I'm a man. Surely we could find something to talk. And so I get like spoiled on the road and stuff. Like people come pick me up from hotels and bring me to shows and stuff. And yeah, so one of the like local comics comes pick me and him up. We're staying at the same hotel, and I haven't talked to him all day. We're not hanging out, and we're on the way to the show, and I'm like, hey man, I was like, what'd you do today? And he said, I read the Bible, and I was like, fuck, dude, like, can we just have a single conversation? Just what? Like, come on, bro. So
no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. That was the thing too. While he's doing all this racist conspiracy stuff, he's also like mixing in like randomly that he's a Christian. Like he's saying this throughout, like while he's saying like this god awful shit. He's then following it up with like, and I'm a man of God. And he did the fucking like, I'm the enemy.
Jesus loves you, but I don't.
I'm the enemy. I'm a straight cis white male Christian, so I'm the fucking enemy. Like that was like his like
you
dude.
And Little Rock didn't even like it. It didn't even go in Little Rock, did it?
Saturday, a woman ran up on stage because he like, that was the other thing too. If he like started kind of going at a heckler or whatever, like. So this lady that ran up on stage, her and her date were like right there by the stage, right? And it was the type of heckling. They did this to me too while I was on stage, but I'm a professional, and so it's the type of heckling where they're clearly having a good time.
They're helping.
They yelled out one time, you do your little joke, and then you just keep it moving, and that's what I did, right. And they caught on, and they do it to him, trying to like, just be involved in the show. Just they're having a good night. They're on a date, and dude, and just would not stop going at him. And like nobody's on his side. It's way too mean. It's like he was like, y'all go home and watch your retarded kids and shit. Like, which like I was almost like, I'm gonna come fight you, bro. I can't believe you're talking about other people's kids and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
This woman gets on stage, right, and does the funniest fucking thing, Josh. She gets on stage and then looks at him and she goes, I'm literally taller than you. And then he's like, does nobody work here? Because, by the way, the staff is not excited to pull this lady off stage. We've sat through your racist show all weekend.
Do you not yet? Bro, that's a sign that they let somebody charge the fucking stage at you. Somebody bigger than you, apparently. That's a sign, dude.
And so they get on stage, and the lady's not, like, mad. She's kind of just, like, almost, like, clowning him a little bit. Like, and so they go up on stage. They go up on stage, and, of course, like, they go take her off stage, and she did the funniest thing, and I feel like nobody saw it because the moment was so like weird and tense because Josh, during the middle of a comedy show, he called somebody's children retarded and the ladies ran up on stage about it, like, so it's not a fun environment of what's going on.
Fucking kidding me.
10 minutes left, damn. So they go to take her off stage and she does this move, and this is like, I apologize to the podcast people, it's gonna be a visual joke, but she does this move where she goes like, she's walking away and then she goes like she jumped at him like as if she was gonna go back and fight him, and then started laughing. And then they said,
you only do that when you know you can take, like, you don't do that to somebody. Like, she knew she could take him.
Yeah, she knew.
You jump at somebody, Bro, that's fucking great.
All right, so I do that show, and I'm like, it broke my spirit. Like, I had to like in my mind. One of the show that happened, I didn't even go out and sell merch because I didn't want to be next to him at the merch table and people be like, "Oh, y'all are boys, y'all travel, y'all like go out all the time."
Did you ask him if you could sell your merch?
Yeah. If he could?
No. Did you ask him if you could sell merch since you were the feature?
Absolutely not. No, no, dude. What? No, bro. And so I'm all like kind of defeated. I had to like in my mind go like, okay, man, the first part of the show, that's my show. It's the Chase Myers show, and then whatever happens after me, that's like a whole different
it's a whole
show.
other thing.
It's a whole other vibe, man. I'm gonna do my
I don't
little
even
35.
know this fucking dude.
I'm gonna do my 35-minute feature set, and that's funny. And and then and then the show's over as far as I'm concerned. This is not
a 35-minute feature set.
Yeah. And they're like, by the end of the weekend, they're adding in guest sets. Local comics are doing minutes before. Like, they're trying to cut him down as much as possible. And like, I mean, I can't imagine he's ever gonna listen to this and. Specifically this episode.
I hope he does.
But like, this is too shit. Nah, fuck it. In the spirit of Katt Williams, they told me they're not booking him again. They're like, this is the last time. He's been coming here for years, so this is our first year like owning it. We brought him back because he's been, but this is not like we're not doing this. So I hope.
I guess there is a slide opening over there too. I guess somebody can slip in. God damn, right. That's funny.
So I work with that conservative dude, right? And by the way, I keep saying conservative. That's not conservative. He's out of his mind. That's like
yeah.
That's conspiracy theory crazy shit. So like, you can be conservative and not be that. Like that's insane.
Right.
And so I'm doing a weekend in Spokane, Washington, which is like Eastern Washington, like 4 hours from Seattle, right? And the guy I'm opening for there is this guy named, I'll say his name because this is going to be a better story. His name is Michael Loftus, right? And he is also like a conservative dude and is like on, he's on like Fox News and stuff. Like he like contributes on Fox News like as the comedic relief. It's what's that dude like Gutfield or Gertfield or whatever. That's crazy. Josh is his Zoom. Those of you from a couple episodes ago know when he does thumbs up, it does the fireworks celebration. It also when you do thumbs down, it thunders.
It rains and thunders. That's great. Greg Gutfield is who you're talking about.
Yes. So he's on that show. He like is like he'll be on that show or whatever, right? So I'm like. This is only like a month after I just did Little Rock. I've like just started to like kind of like lick, it's like one of those of like where I'm like, I mean, we're both comedians, right? Is that what comedy is? There's no way that's what, like, that's not what I do. Like, what is,
we're not doing the same thing, right?
Right? Like that's, and so I'm like, well, fuck, this dude's like literally.
His set was so bad it made you question comedy.
Like it made me question the art form of comedy. Where I was like, does anybody even need that? Like, is this like productive in a society? In the year 2023, have we moved as a nation past this? Did Dave Chappelle? Did Dave Chappelle offend every trans person, and now we can just like it's just done. It's just done.
It's done.
Our goat won't start talking about this one fucking topic that we can't, like, for some reason. Dude, I'm so mad that I haven't watched the new special. I'm so mad to see that everybody's like, oh, he's talking about it again. Because I'm like, bro, your legacy is getting tied to these jokes because this is like your 5th fucking special where you're doing this again. Like, bro, you're the most, like, one of the most brilliant minds ever. Hey, like what I was talking with the conspiracy guy, your fucking son didn't do anything funny. Why, like, right? You can't tell a joke about Doja Cat or some shit. Like, why are you continuing to do this? All right, but that's beyond the point.
Don't white people still yell at you and stuff? Talk about that.
Right. So, I'm totally geared up for this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
And it turns out Michael was delightful, and he was funny. he was legit funny, like very funny, and he wasn't like going up there being like fucking,
he was actually
Trump is
telling
the
jokes?
greatest. He was just telling jokes. He was just being funny. Every now and then he would
Crazy
say,
you can do that.
he had a joke about like, they should build a wall, but then his whole like twist on it was like, and there should be fucking casinos and, like make it like a big fucking and like, and so it was like, okay, at least, you did a thing. And like
Then
these
every
people
once in a while,
here,
in between a joke, he would be like, abortion's murder.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
Just,
they're like, wait, what did he just say?
yeah, it was just like night and day. And it just gave me, I was like, I knew I knew that this was possible. Like that you could just be funny and it doesn't have to be this like divisive fight on stage. Like, why is it like this? And there it was. It was like, this is a man I don't agree with a single thing. Probably politically. Like he's a lovely guy. Everybody should go see his show. Watch the Fox News fucking thing. He was funny. Like he was legit funny. Like because it turns out that's what you should.
He was right.
Yeah, matter of fact, and that's why in 2024 I'm voting for no. But yeah, dude, it was so night and day. And then I was texting you about this. The hotel they got me. I don't know if it was because it was like the week of Christmas. It was the 21st to the 23rd was when I was there. They got me like a way nicer hotel than they've ever got. Like I've performed there before. They got me this fucking fancy shit hotel. Literally valeted my car. Like valeted my car at the hotel. Which I've never had to do. I've never. Yeah, I've never had them valet my car anywhere before. Yeah, I drive a Benz, people, because I'm the funniest motherfucker, don't forget. And so, and by the way, you know how like on the back, how it's got like on the back, some people do like the bumper sticker of their family or whatever. I have that same thing, but it's just 100 comics with X's through them that I beat in the funniest motherfucker competition. And so, because I beat 100 stand-up comics at stand-up comedy. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget.
Damn.
And so,
how about that? Pacific Northwest, you was going to take that sitting down? God damn.
And so, I valet it, and then I don't know what
where I come from, that level of trash talk ends in a dog collar match. That's crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be a last man standing match for sure. And I'll beat them all again, bro. Fucking line them back up. God damn. And so, all right, we got 1:40. Let me try to put a bow on this. So like. I can't go get my car, and I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke a blunt in the hotel. I don't want to get the club in trouble. I don't want that reputation of like, oh yeah, Chase, will just fuck up a hotel or whatever. Like that's not what you want to do. And so, I'm like, well, I'm gonna go smoke in my car. Well, I valeted my car, so all right. And so then I called down and I'm like, hey guys, can you bring around my car because I want to go to Carl's Jr. and smoke a blunt. And so.
So you just sat in your parking lot of the hotel in the car and just.
I went to Carl's Jr. I got a burger and I smoked a blunt and then drove it back and gave him my keys and he got in the smoky ass car. And
just had a happy. Oh, he knew why you left.
Yeah.
As soon as he got
Come
in.
back 45 minutes later. All right, bro. There's like 30 seconds left. I kind of hogged into that episode, but I had a lot to get out on that.
I don't think I could do another one tonight because of the Zoom thing, but I'm free tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, bucketsandduckets.com. Like and subscribe. All the stuff. Thank you guys very much. See you next time. Bye.
Love you, bro.